Hey guys, I'm Demand the Data Dude. Welcome back to my second video. So in the last video, we talked about how to set up R, how to get started with it, and how you can download the correct versions. Today I want to talk about data visualizations. So to the general public, a spreadsheet full of numbers is not going to mean much. They're not going to be able to get a lot of understanding and extract information from numbers. But graphing is one of the easiest ways we can share our findings. Through any graph, visuals are easier to understand than numbers. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about some basic graphs, then I'll teach you how to implement them and use them in R. Alright guys, so the graph I'm going to teach you about today is a scatter plot. So on the screen we have a scatter plot, and the main things you're going to want to see is on the bottom here, we call this the x-axis. This is where we have one value. So say this is where we have, this looks like money, so this is say money or something. And then we give it numbers over here. We go 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, we label it. Then on this one, let's say we have something like a house. You know, the size of your house, how much money you have, how much the size of your house is. So this, we also make a chart. We go 0, 2, 4, 6, we go up. So once we make these, the x, this is the x down here, and the y up here, now we can start finding examples online. So say we know that someone has just make up $20 and their house is 4 big. So then we'll put their dot right there because that's them. So then we'll keep on finding a ton of examples and we'll plot them where they go. And then we should get a graph that looks like this. Now once you have a ton of examples, there's something you can do with it. So the relationship you can see here is that if you have less money, your house will be small. Once you get a lot more money, there seems to be it goes higher. So if we could draw a straight line that best showed how this graph looked, we would draw it up like this. And that is a positive relationship. This is positive because if this goes up, this goes up. Now say the graph looked the other way and there was dots going down like this. That would be a negative relationship down this way. The more money you have, the less how big your house is. So that's just the basics of a scatter plot, and we'll be using that today. Okay, now let's open R console, which I asked you guys to download in the last video. So how we're going to start graphing is we're going to load a package. So I talked about packages last time, how they're very important and they can be useful. So this package is called Tidyverse. And we're going to load it by typing in first install.packages, the quotes, Tidyverse, okay? That will install the package. Now, okay, give it a minute. Now when it's done, we're going to load it. So we're going to do library. And clicking library will load the data. Alright, now that you guys have loaded that Tidyverse package, you'll notice that there is a file inside that package called ggplot2. This is one of the easiest programs we have for graphing. So let me teach you guys through an example. So ggplot2. So let's say that we had a question and we have a data set provided for us in this package. We wanted to know if cars with big engines use more fuel than cars with small engines. So what we can do is we can use the data set we have in ggplot2 called MPG. here's our data. So you'll see that we have this DISPL, which is the car's engine size. We have HWY, which is the fuel efficiency. So those are the two things we're going to want to plot in the scatter plot, which I told you guys about before, because we have a lot of data here, 224 more rows. So how we're going to graph this is we're going to type in this code, ggplot. We're telling it here the data that we want to use is MPG, this data right here. But right now it doesn't know which one of these data to graph. So we're going to add that it should graph it's going to map X, the X coordinates down there, to be the engine size, and we're going to make the Y be its fuel efficiency. So then we're going to click enter here. We're going to get a graph like this, and I'll tell you guys what we'll use. Now, as you guys can see, the graph we just made shows a negative relationship, as I talked about before. This shows that as the fuel size increases, the engine size, the efficiency goes down. Probably what we expected. So now I'm going to give you guys a general way you can graph. So we have this graph here, we use this to graph. So what this means is this is going to be a generic way to graph. We're just going to do ggplot, and then we can write the data is equal to whatever data set you have, okay? So data set goes here, okay? Then you will add the geom function. Geom point is specific for points in the scatter plot. So you'll put whatever one you want, and then we'll map it, and then this is where you'll give what the X you want and the Y you want. So this is our generic way we'll use to graph. So in the next video, I'm going to teach you guys how you can color code, because there's more factors that play into this. The year, the highway, the FL, the class, these all matter. So I'll teach you how you can combine those and make sure that you can differentiate on the graph. But that's it for this video. I just taught you guys today how to graph basics, how to answer a question you have about graphing, how you can do graph basically if you have any data set. And I taught you guys about scatter plots. So that's all I have for this video. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one.